Hello and welcome to the How Did I Do Golf Academy. My name is Sophie Walker and in this video I'm going to teach you how to hit a draw every time. Most people dream of hitting a draw when actually they're setting up to hit it left and then it's sliced to the right. So we've got to contradict that. We've got to change everything in your mind to be like, it's okay for that golf ball to start right, because I know what you're thinking. Well, I slice it, it's going right. No, you have to get it into your mind that the ball starts right and then draws round to the left if you are a right-hander. We're going to look at setup first. Now this hole is the third hole at Stockport Golf Club. It's a right to left par 4. So I'm going to come to the left-hand side of the tee box in order to open up that right side. Give myself some space to hit into. And then in terms of where I'm going to aim my feet, I'm going to aim my feet slightly down the right, which is where I want the ball to start. I always like to visualise it like at football, an in-swinging corner. So my feet are going to go right-hand side of the fairway, which we called closed to target. Also, what's critical is that you put your shoulders on that line as well. So your shoulders and your feet are parallel to each other down that right-hand side. But the face points down the middle of the fairway. The face points where you want the ball to finish. So feet, shoulders to the right, looking right, but face pointing what you will feel is a little bit down the left. So that's set up. The next thing to look at is your swing path, how the club moves, especially in that downswing. Now we mentioned the saying in to out, that's what everybody wants, yeah? So it's in the downswing and then it's out in the follow through. We'll talk about the follow through in a moment, but the in part, we've got set up, and on the downswing, you want to feel like the club travels in line with those feet. So you've got to keep it behind you and on the inside. So what you see a lot is, first of all, people get set up wrong. So they're aiming this way and then they come and this club head gets out in front of them. We want to get that club behind. But how do you do that? Well, in terms of the feels, what I want you to feel is as you start your downswing, that your back stays pointing towards the target. So from this point here, you're going to start the downswing, but feel like this back has not changed. So it's still pointing that way, rather than starting the downswing with that spin. You see how the back's moved. So the first stage is keep your back pointing towards the target in order to get your arms to drop. The second thing is, how do we feel like we keep that club head behind us? Now what we're doing with the arms is quite important here. So I like the feeling of keeping this trail arm, or your right arm if you're right-handed, underneath your left arm on the way down. And you're also going to try and keep this right shoulder, this trail shoulder, lower than the left, here. If my right arm was higher, it would be like that. You see how high the right shoulder is and the right arm? It's over the top of my left, and that's what happens. If I move it the other way, get this right elbow underneath my left elbow, look what happens. So we've got to keep this right side underneath the left. So that's your feeling. So you'll get that nice little rotation this way. So if you think of it like a clock face, and 12 o'clock is up there, you're going to try and swing it clockwise, not anti-clockwise. And the next thing I like to think of is in the follow through. So we're now talking in to out. We're on the outward stage of that follow through. Now I've spoken about in this video, if you're right-handed, of getting that feel that it's okay to start the ball to the right. I think a lot of you think I've got to swing in to in. No. So we're going in on the downswing, but we need to go out on the follow through. So as you come into the ball, we're looking at the inside of the ball, that club is behind us, and as we're moving through the ball, we're feeling that the club head travels outside. Like it's okay to go over there and then come round. It's not there to there, and then it's really low. So from this angle, it's got to be here, then out and over this way, rather than there, exit low left, and look how low round there is. It's not in to in, it's in to out. And just keep thinking about it when you're watching the football, for instance, when you're watching that in-swinger, how the player's foot goes from behind them to out in front of them and then round, because that is the path that you need. It needs to be coming inside on the way down, then outside on the way through. We've looked at setup, path, now it's club face. You have to feel that that club face is closing through impact. Now we could go on and talk about how it's actually open to target, etc, etc. But for now, those of you that are watching this video, you just want to see that ball move in that draw shape. So we have to feel like the toe is getting to the ball first, rather than the heel. So as you're coming down to the ball, it's from the inside, and I want you to feel like there is a little bit of rotation of this grip. So we can do it with the wrists, we can do it with the forearms. It might even feel quite flicky to start with. I like the idea of just turning a key. Really easy, just locking the door. If you have a logo down your grip, even better. So some people might have a Golf Pride logo, and we're just trying to turn that Golf Pride logo towards the target. So from looking down at it, you want to feel like the grip is rotating anti-clockwise as it gets to the ball, and you're going to feel like this toe is turning over the left. So if you're right-handed, that club face will feel like it is closing and pointing to the left. So the path of the club starts the ball out to the right. That feeling of turning over the face is what's going to bring the ball back. If we don't turn the face over, it'll just push straight to the right. If we turn the face over, it'll start coming back to the left. Hopefully that draw will be there, and you'll be able to hit it around this par 3 using the contours of that fairway. So the key points are in setup. Make sure that you are aiming down the right-hand side if you're right-handed, left-hand side if you're left-handed, especially with your shoulders. Now in the downswing, it's about feeling that inside path, trying to get this trail side underneath the lead side, trying to get that right elbow underneath the left and leaving the club head behind you rather than spinning out. And finally, it's that club face. Can we get it rotating over in order to bring that ball back into the centre? And that is how you hit a draw. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the action.